Right. Hey, I'm Stefanie.
And I am Meredith. And welcome to This Is My Circus.
That was much better.
I needed the cue. I needed you to point to me, like throw it back to me. Hot potato.
So what's going on?
Oh, I've missed you guys, you and Rex.
I know. We have not been in person in like a month.
I know.
At
It's
least.
crazy.
So.
It's crazy. So not as crazy as you, though.
Well.
So I have been doing several job interviews.
Okay.
And just the process takes forever.
Yeah.
So I've got 2 second interviews today. So I'm excited about that. Just trying to, continue to build that momentum. But
No helicopter job?
I got a rejection.
Did they list a reason, like underqualified?
We've decided to move forward with other candidates. I was like, that's probably a good decision.
But at least they let you know. Most places don't. So
right.
That was
nice. Yeah. I got a couple today though. I'm excited about it. They're remote. They're work from home. So that's, kind of what I really want.
Yeah.
Jackson started high school officially.
Oh my gosh.
I know. So it's crazy.
Yeah.
God, it's crazy. But the traffic at the high school just turning in.
Yeah.
If people would just do it and people just go. I don't know the right way to do it, but I know the right way I think you should do it.
You know the logical way.
Right.
Like the common sense.
Yes, totally. So anyway, it's been good. A lot's happening, nothing's happening, if that makes any sense.
I know. It feels like you're always busy, but there's nothing exciting.
Yeah. Like on the day to day, I'm like, so we went to the Clover football scrimmage Friday night. That was fun. We had kids over all weekend. That was fun. Had a going to college party yesterday for somebody, which was really, really smart. I'm going to put this in my back pocket because everybody has like a graduation party. Everybody does that. So it's like sometimes you have to miss some because you're committed to others and all that. So wait till the end of the summer and do it then.
I like that a lot.
I like that idea too. Because that way everybody gets one more time together.
Before they go. Yeah. Go off.
Note to self.
No graduation party, off to college party.
Off to college party or off to the workforce or whatever they choose to do.
Well, on that note, I saw this like years and years and years ago and I saved it on Pinterest. So, Dylan was obsessed with Toy Story.
Yes.
Every kid was.
Yeah.
But they had the whole, all the toys lined up as he's walking out.
I've seen a picture of just the back of everybody. I know it's crazy. Somebody actually sent me a picture. Oh, go ahead.
I have Dylan's collection and I've been slowly adding the toys that he never got, like the Jessie doll and whatever. So I'm prepared
for that to happen.
Yes.
Somebody sent me a picture the other day of, how Buzz and Woody were on the van or car, whatever, trying to get in. Somebody had that rigged up on their car. And I was like, I would love to see that in person.
But I can totally see that flying off on the highway. And, hitting somebody's windshield and causing a 14-car crash.
Right.
And then somebody dies because of Woody and Buzz.
Wow, that just took a left turn. Mom brain, right? We automatically go to what could happen.
Yeah. Today was Dylan's first day driving.
Yes. So how was your heart?
So, he picked up Jonas.
Okay. Perfect.
Last night was like, what time do I have to get up? They start school at 7:15.
Yeah.
Oh, they have to be there around 7:15. School doesn't start till 7:30. So I was like, well, you probably have to leave at 6:30. I said, well, are you riding solo or
what's going on?
Yeah. And he's like, well, me and Jonas I'm going to take Jonas. And I was like, okay. Well, I only want you driving one kid.
Yeah.
I don't. Yeah. They can only have 2 passengers in the car either way.
Okay.
But
one kid is perfect though. Let them have aux and manage the radio because that's what scares me the most is them get distracted with that kind of stuff. Yeah. So have a co-pilot that does that. So we went and got him.
Yeah. He went and picked him up and I followed him on Live 360 the whole way.
Oh, I would have to. He's driven by himself before.
Yeah. And he's been going to Walmart and he's been going to, when we were at the World Championship, he would run out and get stuff if we forgot stuff or, run out and whatever. So he was helping there. He has not driven on a highway yet, like a real highway. Yeah. So can't take long trips yet because he's not, he doesn't even want to try the highway yet.
Oh my gosh. I cannot believe he is driving like that.
I know. But he's driven back and forth through Rock Hill a million times preparing for school.
That's smart.
Get comfortable with the drive. So
yeah. Oh, and he made it.
Yeah, he was
good. Good.
Yeah.
And then they get out super early, right?
They do. So if they don't have practice, they get out at 10:40.
Okay. I know it's kind of nice for the high school. And I know the reason that the high school doesn't start till 9 is because busing and getting kids to all the multiple schools if you have multiple kids, but starting at 9 just feels so late.
Well, so when I was in school, like up in Pennsylvania, I don't know if it was like this here, like way back when we were in school, like a million years ago, but the high schoolers went to school first so that they could watch the younger kids, siblings. Yeah. So they can get the siblings off the bus and the parents didn't have to worry about like
that makes
childcare. So when Dylan started school here, like it was so absurd. I'm like, oh my God, like they start school at 7 o'clock in the morning. Like this is crazy.
Yeah.
For, for kindergarten. Yeah. So he was super excited to start school. Like, and he's never excited about school.
Yeah.
But, he's stoked to
the new school and to meet everybody. I can't wait to hear how he likes. Like, I know he's been excited about this change, but I can't wait to hear about how his first week goes.
Yeah. Lacrosse doesn't start till next Monday. Okay. So that's what he's really looking obviously forward to.
Yes.
So. But yeah, like they get out at 10:40.
I know. I really like that. And we had looked into sending Jackson to this school, but their football program disbanded. So for him, it wasn't what he wanted. Even though he could still play at Clover, it just wasn't worth all the.
Well, then you don't get the benefit of being done with sports and being done with everything by 2 o'clock.
Yeah, it just didn't make sense. Yeah. So, but I think it's a great school. So I'm sure he'll have a great
Dylan,
experience.
So when he turns 16, he wants to get a job. Like. You can only work 20 hours a week, or whatever. So he's like, oh, now I can still get good hours, getting out at 2 o'clock every day.
And not getting home at, 11 o'clock at night.
Yeah. So, we'll see if he actually gets a job because he was supposed to get a job this summer and he didn't. And he's like, well, like he's going to get the truck. Like we're going to give him the truck. It has to go into the shop to get worked on this week. But after that, that's what he'll be driving. So I was like, he's like, well, so-and-so. I was like, well, so-and-so also paid for half their car.
Right.
Like, we will match you dollar for dollar, but I mean.
Yeah. No, I know some of these kids that I see drive it. And, if that's what you want to give your kid, that is fine. But that is not how I started driving.
Me either.
And seeing some of these kids like in the parking lots and stuff, especially like the school parking lot where it's nothing but kids. Jackson's getting like an old 1980 Dodson or something.
Dude, I just saw it on the Facebook Marketplace and I was like, oh my God, I want it. It was like the OG Bronco, like the 1989, like
really?
OG Bronco.
Was it white? Like
it was. It was. But it was like 17,000 or whatever. It had less than 100,000 miles on it.
Oh.
Yeah. And I was like, dude, I showed Dylan. I'm like, oh my, he's like, that's pretty. He's like, that's fire, Mom. That's fire.
That's fire. That's fire.
Like, okay.
That's funny. That's funny.
Yeah.
Jackson and his friends lately, I've been catching them say, you messing with that? Are you messing with that? And I'm like,
yeah, all this new lingo.
You guys just speak your words.
Yeah.
What?
Oh, I don't know.
How was the cornhole championship? I never made it to see you. I'm sorry.
It's totally okay. Life.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was really, I'm still recovering because it's never been 9 days long before. This year they made it 9 days. And so I wasn't home for 9 days. I mean, like I was home to sleep, but like that was really
But that's exhausting because I know like when I do work things that are like over a weekend, like some kind of a user group, it's emotionally, because I'm not always people-y.
No.
And that's exhausting.
Yeah. The last day I was like, I told Brandon, I told everybody that I was like, I'm done peopling today. Like,
yes.
I have nothing left in me. Like, just so if you're going to come near me, this is your warning.
This is your warning. I am not in the mood to people.
No.
9 days is a long time.
It was, but it was awesome. We met a lot of awesome people. We saw our team.
Yeah.
It was really, really good. And I met Shemar Moore.
Oh, I just got chills.
I didn't want to fangirl,
right.
And so my friend Tori had already met him. And so she's like, girl, Shemar is right there. So our booth was like diagonal.
Okay.
And so he was in the line for the beer booth.
Okay.
And she's like, oh, he's right there. Go say it. I was like, I'm good. Like, I don't want to fangirl. Everybody's going up to him. It's got to be annoying at some point, you know? And she's like, hold on. And so she's like, hey, I'm going to fangirl one more time for you. But can you go over and meet my girl, Stefanie? Because she's like man in the booth and she can't leave. So can you please go over there? So he was like, heck yeah.
Oh, good.
So I went to go shake his hand and he's like, oh no, baby, give me some love. And I was,
did you melt?
And I was like, what kind of love are you wanting?
I mean, do we need to leave? Go somewhere?
Is this a proposal?
Yeah. I do.
So he gave me a big hug and like, he's like, you want to get the picture? And I'm like, yeah. And that's when I texted you. So this is Devin.
Yes. You should have jumped on him like a spider monkey.
Girl, everybody was.
Yeah.
But he was like the coolest. Like, I was like, your baby is so cute. Cause I follow him on Instagram. And he's like, oh my gosh, she's 6 months old. Like, I can't believe she's 6 months old. We just started talking about kids.
Yeah. Typical, right?
Yeah. So he was so nice. He was also in this, what they call the Super Hole, which is like the celebrity cornhole match.
Oh,
he plays cornhole though, like on the regular. Like he is like, has like a whole freaking, call it Airmail City, his backyard. And it's all cornhole. Like it's set up for cornhole.
Wow.
He has all the pros over that live in like.
Did he invite you over?
No.
Gosh.
But we might be going to the California event in like 2 weeks, and like he holds like a big party there for like all the news, and I'm like, pick me.
Do you need me to go as your assistant? I have my schedule is wide open right now.
So that was really, really cool. So he was like going up in the stands during the Super Hole and like, taking selfies with people and like.
I am so glad. Like you said, I know that's got to be annoying, but to have people like that are just okay and chill.
Yeah. No, he was like probably like the nicest I could have ever expected. I mean, like, so it was cool to see that. It was cool to, and he put on a show,
Yeah. Yeah. Well, he's kind of like that thing we've seen with Matt Rife. Like he does so good.
He likes the attention.
Yeah.
I think.
If I look like that, I'd probably want all the attention too. Well, that is very exciting. You need to put the picture on our Facebook
page.
I
will. So I didn't want to post it until we aired this episode. So but it was really cool. I was like very like
yeah. Did it take you a minute for like your adrenaline to calm back down?
Girl, I was like right away, like he walked away, I was like on my phone texting picture, like, oh my gosh. So my niece
and it was a cute picture.
Yeah, I know. I was like,
do you think Brandon would be offended if you got like a 16 by 20?
Well, so I said, damn it, I should have had him record like, don't worry, baby girl.
Yeah, something like that.
Something like that. Yeah. And so every time Brandon was a jerk, I would just be like, dude, play it.
That's fun. That's so funny.
But yeah, so he was awesome. The Super Bowl though, so Dylan, we bought like a whole row of seats for the event, and because it did sell out, there was like standing room only for that event. He asked who was going to be there, so he went through. He knew the sports guys, not that I did. And ball, he was from the Vikings. You were purple, there's a basketball person there. Okay, and do you remember Keenan and Kel? Yeah, so Dylan, that was Kel was there, and Dylan only knows him from Good Burger. Yeah. So we turned to Brandon and was like, dude, that's Kel from Keenan and Kel. And he was like, I don't know who that is. And I'm like, how do you not know who that is? Yeah. And I'm like, Good Burger, like movie. And he was like, I don't know. I've never seen it. So we all turned and we're like, welcome to Good Burger. Yeah. So it was good. But he didn't stay for pictures. Okay. He didn't stay. Bummer. So Dylan didn't get to, meet him or whatever. But, he was excited about all the, it was just a cool vibe. Like, it was like, like the music and the flashing lights. Yes. Like, it made it was almost like Harlem Globetrotters. That kind of thing. Yeah. Oh, but they really want to win. Yeah. And then they match up with pros. So the pros get, I don't think the star people get anything. I don't know. Maybe they split it. I don't know if they do, but the pros get cash. Yes. Okay. For winning. So, it was really cool. Yeah. Good. So I'm done though. I'm done. I'm trying to recover. Yes. We'll take a minute. Yeah. Yeah. But now is our, now it's like negotiation season, trying to decide what pros we want to keep. If, we want to try to get other people, sponsorships. Yeah. This is like and then I'm sure you're working on your fall stuff too. Yeah. Yeah. All the new bag colors, all the new pictures. It's just, oh my goodness. So yeah, my life is just a little crazy right now. Back to crazy. Yeah. So, well, with your craziness, did you get a chance to read a book? I did. So, I've had like 3 weeks. So, but you have been like unbelievably crazy. So it was The Lying Game by Ruth Ware. Yes. And so I have read books by her before, which I have loved. Okay. This one, I liked it. It was good. It just wasn't my favorite book by her.
Okay.
I think like I had different expectations.
Okay.
For it, but let me pull up the little blurb. So this is Ruth Ware, The Lion King. On a cool June morning, a woman walking her dog in the idyllic coastal village of Salton along the Reach.
Perfect.
Dude, all these like funky words. Before she can stop him, the dog charges into the water to retrieve what first appears to be a wayward stick, but to her horror turns out to be something much more sinister. The next morning, 3 women in and around London, Fatima, Thea, and Isa, received the text they had always hoped would never come from the fourth in their formerly inseparable Pete that only says, I need you.
Mm-hmm.
The 4 girls are best friends at Salton, a second-rate boarding school set near the cliffs of the English Channel. Each different in their own way, the 4 become inseparable and were notorious for playing the line, telling lies at every turn to both the fellow boarders and faculty. But their little game had consequences, and as the 4 converge in present-day Salton, they realize their shared past was not as safely buried as they had once hoped. Okay. So I think it goes back and forth from present day to like when they were in school.
Yes.
And one, I can never imagine being sent away to a boarding school.
No.
And like these girls weren't like sent away for good reasons. They were sent away because they were
naughty
in the way.
Yeah.
So there's that. Like, like they all had like feelings of like abandonment. They all had all like, so like they, were just kind of, at first I thought like they were like the popular girls. But I really think that they were like the misfits of the school.
I got that vibe too, like that outcast. The people that.
So I that I guess threw me first because I thought this was gonna be like a mean girl thing, which I mean, kind of sort of was, but not really. So I had thought the dad was gonna be like super creep.
Yeah.
But I don't really think he was a super creep. I think he was just like a hippie.
Yes. He just had a different perspective on a lot of things.
Yeah.
So therefore and I don't even know if the things they did were questionable. Like you can use your imagination with some of the, experiences or whatever, but I don't know what I'm trying to say. Does that make sense?
Yeah. No, like I had a lot of mixed feelings as a parent and then as a, reading it. I don't know.
Yeah.
What was your take?
Well, same thing. So with the dad being very involved in the kids' lives and the girls, and that's the thing, there were girls.
Yeah.
So that's I think what was so iffy.
You were saying before we got jacked up that those character development.
Yeah, Luke.
Yeah.
So like initially when we started this book, you start trying to think, okay, he did it, she did it, whatever, and you have these thoughts, and then you're like, oh, never mind, it's not him. And then it is him and it's not him. And it is. So I enjoyed that back and forth with some of these characters. Luke took a left for me. He was a troubled boy, quote, that was in this book. So he just had a fascinating story.
Yeah. I didn't see the ending.
No.
At all. Like that totally was a good twist for me.
Yeah, I'm trying not to do spoilers.
Me too.
But
yeah.
But yeah, it was a welcome twist.
Yeah. And I really thought that Isa and Luke had a much more intimate relationship when they were young. It's like what I thought it was going to turn into.
Yeah.
But like there were so many like unexpected.
Right.
I guess.
Right.
I'm not going to say outcomes.
Well, no, but even with like Isa and her husband or her baby daddy, like that dynamic, I did think it was fascinating. I'm trying to say that instead of interesting because I say interesting all the time. The way that these women, so they went to school together and they met back up however many years later, we said, but they came back, of course, with adult problems.
Yes.
And the things that they were doing to cope with some of the things in their past, which should have, I feel like, jumped out at me, like, oh, they've all are doing, this, and this, yes. And did you grab it until they like laid it out for me, like this one is struggling with alcoholism or whatever.
Yeah.
It was developed very well.
Yeah.
So I liked it.
I thought it was good. I mean, it was probably like a 7 out of 10.
Yeah. Yeah.
But definitely, it was worth the read.
Yeah.
I think. And like I said, unexpected ending.
Yes.
Which I like.
Yeah. A lot of different pieces for me that were out of the norm. So they were fun to read.
Yeah.
Because it's not, and we have been so frequently in the rut lately of,
Oh my gosh.
I know, the live-in nanny who seduces or whatever. So, so it was good.
Yeah.
I mean, like you
I
said,
enjoyed it.
about an 8. I don't think I've read her before. So I think I know I'll read her again.
Yeah.
She was different.
I've read probably a good handful, and that's why this was on my list.
Yeah.
I've read, I think, 2 or 3 of her other books.
Yeah.
And they've all been wonderful. And maybe like I just had a different expectation because I've read previously. Right. But I mean, again, it was a good book. It just wasn't my favorite of hers.
Yeah. I get it. Definitely would recommend that. We didn't give any trigger warnings in that one.
No.
I don't think there are anything to be triggered.
At the end, there was like a mention of child abuse.
Yeah.
With one of the backstories.
Yeah.
So that would be the only.
That's the only thing. Yeah, you're right. You're right. So yeah.
Yeah.
But it was good. So next we have Hidden Pictures.
I just started it today.
I've already finished it.
Is it good?
I liked it.
Okay.
Hidden Pictures by Jason Racklat. Yeah.
Okay.
I liked it. So that'll be good. And we are coming to the end of our book list.
Mm-hmm.
We have this one and then 3 more.
Oh.
And so we definitely need some book recommendations to continue to add to what's next. So please send those. We want all of those so we can add those to the list we're building.
Yep. Yeah, there's actually some good ones coming up, I think.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
yeah.
So definitely, we love doing this. We love doing the reviews.
Yes.
Try not to give any spoilers.
Mm-hmm. It's so tricky. It's like that game where you're trying to get people to guess something, but you can't say these words.
Yeah.
That's what I feel like we're doing.
So did you find any Illinois crimes?
I did. I found some crimes and some laws. So I want to start, if you don't mind.
No, go ahead.
With my dumb criminal.
Okay.
So
I love a dumb criminal.
Yes. And since we've missed a couple weeks, this one's a doozy.
Okay.
And we did Illinois. Okay. So I will start. So the year was 2009, and things were a lot different back then. TikTok wasn't invented, and people believed that Limp Bizkit was a great rock band. I loved Limp Bizkit.
So did I. Someone does too.
Yeah. How can you not?
Yeah.
How can you not? Plus, he's from Brett Durst is from right up here in Gastonia. Did you know that?
No.
Oh, he went to Hunter Huss.
Shut up.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Okay. So part 1, this has 3 parts.
Okay.
Part 1, Bill was inside of a woman's car trying to hotwire it to get out of there. The woman approached him and said, "What are you doing?" The woman told Billy, "Well, it's my car. The cops are coming." So Billy ran towards an expressway, leaping a fence and taking off. Cops had a description, what he was wearing, and one key thing. He had a giant growth hanging from his left ear. Part 2. Bill walks into the local police station. Yes, the guy trying to steal a woman's car went to the cops. He said he was in the lobby and he was asking people for money. He needed a bus ticket to Bloomington. Billy thought he had this all figured out. He changed his clothes. There's no way he was getting busted with a different outfit on. Okay, still has the significant growth on his ear. The police chief happened to look into the lobby, noticed the guy with this giant growth hanging from his ear. It can't be. So the chief invited him into his office, complete with the suitcase with the old outfit Billy was wearing. When he tried to steal the car, he goes into the cop's office. He was arrested and sentenced for being stupid.
I've got okay.
I know.
Okay. So we got to add this to our dumb criminal hand guide.
Okay.
If you have significant growths,
okay,
don't commit crime.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So this was back in 2015, talking about going to extremes to try to get away with a crime. In 2015, Gordon, this person's last name is Gordon.
Okay.
Worked at a bowling alley and decided to rob it. But this is a female.
Mm-hmm.
She wanted to make it look like she had prevented the robbery and was assaulted. So she took a bowling ball and hit herself in the head twice. But Gordon's crazy actions were definitely caught on surveillance cameras.
Oh my gosh.
How? Not once, but you hit yourself twice with a bowling
in
ball.
the head.
How? How?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Not like a little, I
No.
scraped my face up or something.
So you know what that reminds me of though is, do you remember the Lululemon?
Mhm.
The athletic wear?
Yeah.
The murder in the store.
Oh yeah.
Where the girl
With the two
assaulted
girls.
herself.
Yeah. And tied herself up.
Yeah.
to make it look like that there was somebody else that did it. Yeah.
So that's what that totally reminded me of.
Hey, speaking of, we're both true crime people.
Yeah.
What's the most fascinating true crime, like unsolved, solved, it doesn't matter. Like what is your quote favorite? Or what are you just like seriously fascinated by?
Oh God, that's a hard one.
Okay, we'll talk about it next week.
Gosh.
So I'll give you some time to think about it. Yeah, we'll talk about it next week.
Well, did you find any dumb laws?
I did. And I'm looking for them right now.
Okay, I'm going to start while you look.
Good.
In Normal, Illinois, it's illegal to make faces at dogs.
Oh my gosh.
Like what's a face? Like a smiling a face? Is it like sticking your tongue out?
Smoochie.
I do that to Rex.
Oh yeah.
24 hours a day.
Oh yeah.
I would be in jail.
Oh yeah. It's illegal to give a pet a cigar.
There's a lot of pet ones.
Yes.
It's illegal to give whiskey to dogs, and I 100% stand behind that.
Yeah. Let's not do that.
Mo, my old dog that died, he used to go by, like we would have parties and he would go by and like knock over a beer can and then drink them. Like he would do it on purpose. I swear to God.
That is so funny. That is so funny. That is funny. It's illegal to take a French poodle to the opera.
And I could see like this totally happening. And to make this a law. Like,
yeah. Gerald, like the dog's name was like something like that. Yeah.
It's illegal to eat in a burning building, so do not take your marshmallows
into a burning building to make your s'mores.
Yes.
It's illegal for a man with a mustache to kiss a woman.
And I kind of agree with that.
What if it's a woman with a mustache?
You better get your wax. It says man though. It doesn't say woman.
It doesn't.
So a woman with a mustache can kiss
anybody.
A man or a woman, whatever
Yes.
Yes. In Chicago, it's illegal to go fishing in your pajamas.
Kids these days would have a tough time with that.
Dylan would.
Yeah.
He wears his pajama pants all winter long.
And summer.
Yeah.
Like Jackson still.
Dylan's like a shorts also.
Yeah.
He's shorts most of winter. But
yeah.
Like the days he doesn't wear shorts, he's wearing pajama pants.
But he wants to wear pants in the house. Like Jackson, when he gets out of the shower, he puts on pants.
Oh, no. Dylan's in like shorts
all the time. Yeah. It's illegal to mispronounce. Well, now I'm not going to say it because I'm going to say it wrong. Joliet as Joliet.
Oh, yeah. Well, I guess they got sick of people mispronouncing.
Yeah.
In Kenilworth, a rooster must stand back 300 feet from a residence if it wishes to crow, because in Illinois, animals can be sent to jail. The first instance was a monkey was served 5 days in Chicago jail for shoplifting.
Those monkeys, I could totally see that. They're crazy. Those monkeys are crazy.
Do you think that the owner
trains them to do that?
Oh,
yeah.
I'm
sure.
Monkey, because you're in monkey jail.
You go.
Are they in like the Gen Pop?
Probably solitary. It's illegal to spit on the sidewalk in Ottawa. That's awesome.
I agree with that.
Oh, totally. I hate it.
Yeah. I think that was all mine as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, which was your funny? Like, what do you think was like the worst?
The funny, I like that monkey one.
I know.
I like the monkey one. That was pretty cute. I mean, poor monkey.
I could totally see.
Like, did he go to trial? Did he take the stand?
What kind of sounds do monkeys make?
Oh no, am I going to break it up?
Oh my God. I'm totally leaving that in.
I just hope I didn't wake Brandon up. I know he's been working really hard.
On the other side of the house.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, that was good. Okay.
Oh, and I wanted to say that I found a book called The Stupid Crook Book that is nothing but dumb crooks. Yeah, and it is by Leland Gregory. I thought that was funny.
Did you read it yet?
No, I just found it last night. So this was Illinois. What do you want to do next time?
Minnesota.
I like it.
I like your accent.
Cool.
So yeah, that was a hard episode to get through because of all of our technical malfunctions.
And I mean, looking at this right here, you would never know it. We're here, guys. Hello. I think this is perfect. I do.
You know what this feels like? Remember on God, what's that show with Tim the Toolman Taylor?
Oh yeah, with the neighbor. Yeah, Home Improvement. Yeah, where you can only see. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Our lovely outside backdrop, and you have a beautiful backyard. I'm going to go do a cannonball.
Okay. Brandon dove into the pool was yesterday, the day before, and he had an AirPod in.
Oh no.
And they are like waterproof up to a
Are
certain
they? Oh, okay.
But it fell out of his ear, and like didn't know if it fell out like before he jumped in or after. So we were like looking.
Did you find it?
I did find it. Well, he like said, he ran inside to get whatever, and I was like, it's right there. How did he miss it?
It's easier to see when you're outside of the pool looking in. Yeah. Was it okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
It
good.
still works. But so he loses his AirPods all the time, like all the time.
Really?
And in the house.
Yeah.
And so now I'm missing one, and I feel like he probably picked up one of mine.
I think so.
And because I was like, have you seen my? And he's like, no, but I lose mine all the time too. I'm like, well, that's what kind of I was getting at.
Yeah.
Did you pick up one of mine instead of looking for yours? So,
well, that was, I thought that this was fun, even with all the changing. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay.
It's life. It's our circus.
It is our circus. We made it work. Made it work.
All right. Well, next week we will do Minnesota. You do it. Minnesota.
Yes. And our book is that Jason Roker wrote, Hidden Pictures.
Yes. I'm
totally blanked on his last name, but it's a weird last name. Hidden Pictures, Jason R.
Yes.
All right. Well, thank you guys for listening. Leave us a review.
Yes, we are still at the same amount of reviews, so you people are
come on, guys. I mean, even though we've slacked the past couple of weeks with giving you new content.
And the new book for Nicole comes out next week.
Yes.
Rock Your Comeback comes out August 22nd.
Yep.
So I have it on pre-order. I'm excited.
Yay!
I do think I'm going to sign up for her monthly group where they meet, once a month or whatever.
Give you some tools.
Yeah. Yep. So cool. I am like so interested in that whole like theory of like manifesting and stuff. So I think it'd be cool. I'm going to, try it out.
Awesome.
And we shall see.
Good. Okay, cool.
Please leave us a review and subscribe to the show so that you get alerts when we come on, and follow us on social.
Yep, that's it.
Oh, and I'll post that picture.
Yes. Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Have a good week.
Bye.
Bye.